吵闹的主日学氛围。他是比尔威尔森牧师，大都会国际儿童事工创办人。总是无畏环境险恶，以孩童安危为优先。这份异于常人的勇敢，其实源自于他童年遭到母亲遗弃，在街头孤立无援的境况。当时信有基督徒的爱与关怀，才得以存活。过去的经历使他跟孩子零距离，至今保持初衷，接送孩子们上下儿童主日学。因为每接一位孩子，就如同帮助当年的自己。
Your ministry for children, that is very well known around the world. So my first question is, why make you so, so interested about children?
Yeah. So oftentimes when people have problems in their lives, they use it as an excuse. They become a victim. They want people to feel sorry for them. But to answer your question, we have to go back to my childhood. My mother, who was an alcoholic, and I were walking down the street one day there in America, and I knew something was wrong. We sat on the street corner. She looked at me, and she said, Bill, she said, I can't do this anymore. You wait here.
How old were you?
I was 12 years old.
Okay.
And I watched my mother walk down the street. She never came back. I sat there for 3 days. No food, no water. Hundreds of people drove by. Hundreds of people walked by. Now remember, this was 1960. And you would have thought that someone would have stopped. But no one stopped until 3 days later, when a very ordinary Christian, his own son was in the hospital dying of leukemia.
Wow.
But he still stopped. He pulls his car over, gets out of his car, walks across the street to where I'd been sitting, puts his hand on my shoulder, and just says, are you okay? That's it. Mm-hmm. There was no bright lights, no cameras, just a little boy that nobody wanted, and the ordinary Christian. And I used to stutter really bad when I was little. I could never speak right. And I tried to tell him my mother was gone and I was just hungry. And immediately, he gets his wife. She comes back. They bring me food and water. He gets on the phone. And 5 hours after this meeting, he's loading me in a church van, sends me to a Sunday school camp. I've never been to church in my life, have no point of understanding of anything church, religion, Jesus, anything.
You have no idea about
Nothing. No point of reference. But I'm sitting in this Sunday school camp, and I had holes in the knees of my pants. I had a hole in my T-shirt. I was wearing the only clothes I had. They were the same clothes that he picked me up off the street in. It's all I had. And I remembered sitting in that service for the kids in camp with my hands like this. I was so embarrassed. But when I heard the man say, if you want Jesus, come to the front. Get out of my seat. I came to the front, and I was watching the other kids, and they were talking to Jesus. I didn't understand it, but I tried to pray. I've never prayed, didn't know how, but I tried. I even remember what I said. I said, Jesus, my mother doesn't want me. I said, but if you want me, here I am. And in my own way, I gave my life to Christ, and He took me just the way I was.
4月22号，邀请你一起出席。